starts coming out for his first series. He's done a very good job protecting the football this season. Forte's lined up in a single back formation. First down at the 27. And it's batted down. Now we'll get a look at the Jets lineup. They've struggled this year in the passing game. Fitzpatrick's got two tight ends on the field for this snap. The handoff to Matt Forte. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
Forte is a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
First down here after the run. Ryan Fitzpatrick under center. Just a quick drop back. Catch made by Marshall. Riley's there that time for the tackle. And now here's the Redskins defense. They never got to the quarterback once last week. The pass play was good for 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. Forte lines up as the single back here. Spins away from the hit. A foot race to the end zone. The 10 taking it all the way home for the touchdown.
Anytime you see a long run for a touchdown, what you got to look for is blocking downfield. Nice job by the wide receivers and everybody hustling, making a block, and a long touchdown run.
The Jets now getting set for the extra point. Driving extra point is good. Touchback. The gunslinger at quarterback is Kirk Cousins out of Michigan State University. He was a 4th-round pick by the Redskins back in 2012.
Kirk Cousins, the backup quarterback with the Washington Redskins. He's had some bright moments. A lot of people think he should be a starter in the NFL. When he gets a chance to play, he shows everybody his talent.
First down at the 20. And Morris is handed the football. They'll mark the football at the 22. Here's a look at the Redskins offense. This is a team that for some reason just does not know how to close out the deal. Drive after drive coming up empty. Look at the numbers. One of the lowest scoring teams in the NFL. The Redskins come to the line. Of course, plenty of pink on the field today and in the stands, as all of October will be seeing this for Breast Cancer Awareness Month in the NFL. Finds Reed, and he's tackled down after picking up the first.
One of the better talented tight ends in the NFL. He makes that catch just right in stride and gets a nice catch.
At the 34, 66 yards from pay dirt. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. And that gains one. And now here's the Jets defensive lineup. They do have a tendency to give up a lot of yardage. So we'll see if this offense can take advantage today. Second down and 8. Incomplete. That was Revis on the coverage.
Got to give this secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
The Redskins have a third down coming up. They did a great job a week ago of converting on third down. Third and 8. Incomplete. The hit jarred the ball loose. So this offense fails to move the chains here on third down, and that's an early win for this defensive team.
Yeah, it was. Good job by the defense. I like what they did. Now can the offense come on the field and get involved and make something happen and get some emotion on that sideline for that football team.
Curley's going to try to return it. Shakes off the tackle. Robinson's there to make the tackle.
You got to be tough and aggressive as a punt returner in this league. That time, what a good job. Catch it, get right up the field. Nice yardage.
The Jets now ready to take over again on offense. They were successful on their previous drive, getting the ball all the way to the end zone. I'm sure they're looking for more of the same right now.
Oh, absolutely. That's what you always want. You want to find your way to the end zone, and so many people contributed on that last drive, and you got to give the coaches a lot of credit for putting the players in excellent position.
The Jets come out. Jumbo package on the field. Drop big back 3. Amaro with the reception.
Nice job that time by the tight end. Makes the catch, and you got to look out for him now in the NFL. Remember, they're usually the closest receiver to the quarterback. Quarterback gets in trouble, he's going to look for the tight end.
The pass play was good for 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. The Jets have it at the 44. It's Marshall. Greenland's in on the tackle.
Well, I guess the only good thing you can say about that play, the quarterback's happy. He gets a completion, but it only goes for a couple yards.
The offense needs 2 yards here on third down after the completion. Forte's in the backfield. Single back set. Handoff. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Well, one of the hardest things to do, and I think in the NFL now, is third short is run the football and pick up yards. That time, nice job by the offensive line. They showed their power, and they picked up the first down.
The Redskins sat at the line. Dime package. First down and 10. Eric Decker with the reception. That's his first reception today.
My gosh, the wide receivers in the NFL, it's incredible. It's not that you have one. Every team has 2 and 3, and some have 4. Good job that time by him hauling in that pass.
Breaking huddle at the 23-yard line. This play set up by the long gainer. Has the grab.
Fitzpatrick's able to show off the footwork. Wow, what a good job. Look at those feet. Like a dancer. Gets himself in very good position to throw the football.
Stepping up, ready to spring into action at the 8. The Redskins with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. First and goal from the 8. Matt Forte gets it here. And that's a gain of maybe 5. They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You've got to do the dirty work in this offense.
Power surge. Touchdown. They've built up a nice lead, and we're still only midway through the first quarter.
Jim, it is a good lead midway in the first quarter, and wow, the offense is hot. The quarterback, everybody playing well right now, and I don't know what's going to stop them.
The Jets now will tack on the extra point. And the extra point is good. The Redskins ready to return the kick. That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. The Redskins bringing their offense onto the field. It wasn't a very productive possession for them last time out, partner. They ended up punting.
Well, you know what it was? It was a good feeling out process. So they got some knowledge about watching the defense and what defenses they tried on them. So you've got to take advantage of that knowledge and come out here and make some plays.
Cousins lines up in the pistol. First down at the 20. Nothing up the middle here. Wilkerson on the tackle.
Cousins trying to read this option play. Does he keep the football or pitch it? He keeps it. Boy, wrong decision. And the defense all over him as they tackle him behind the line of scrimmage.
Morris lined up as the single back. Second down and a long way to go. And Niles Paul has the catch. That's his first reception today.
Hard to guard these tight ends now in the NFL. It really puts the defense in like a quandary. Do we use a big guy? Well, the big guy's not fast enough. We use a small guy. Well, he's not big enough. They get pushed around. I don't know what you're going to do. Just make sure you're a good tackler after they catch you.
From the gun. Intercepted. They bring him to the turf.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Jets ready to go on the march again, and that's exactly what they've been doing here lately. They've taken it all the way down the field on the last 2 possessions for touchdowns. Phil, can they make it 3 straight?
Let me say this to you, Jim. It's just not that easy. As we're watching this game and how they're playing on the offensive side, they make it look easy, but trust me, I was down there one time. It's a hard job.
This series begins for the offense with a very good chance to score. The Jets approach the line, and they're going with their jumbo package. The Jets have it at the 24. Forte's tackled down at the 17. He's up over 90 yards so far on the day.
Always good to have these types of runs. Hey, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
We watched them in practice this week, Phil. Practicing plays inside the 20. Let's see what they come out with their first opportunity today inside the red zone.
Well, you've said it many times. This is where you win or lose the football game. The
Jets are in the end zone. Bentley's caught his first touchdown of the season. What in the world has happened here, Phil? Not even finished with the first quarter, and this game is almost out of reach.
It has been a lopsided affair. You've said that many times, and it has been. But you know what? Don't be in total despair because you're losing here. Find a way to make some good plays, and maybe you can get back into this game.
Inside of the uprights. The Redskins have really just been outplayed in every facet of this game. Really just looking for any sort of answer. The score's 21-0. The Redskins ready to return the kick. Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20. The Jets defense right now is the story of this game, Phil.
Yeah, and it's been a short story because the offense can do nothing against what they're doing. They are being physically dominant. The defensive coordinator, he's had a great day calling plays, and the defensive players taking advantage of it.
From the shotgun. Reed's got it on a pass, had some heat on it.
Well, these tight ends of the NFL now, they make the catches down the field. They're fast. They can do it all. And everybody is looking for that all-in-one. A guy that can block at the line of scrimmage, who can catch the football well, and has the speed to make it happen once he catches it.
The Redskins will take the snap from the 30. Wilkerson gets to the quarterback.
Man, this defensive end, Jim, he is some talent. That time, good job, makes the move, shows the speed, and gets around there and gets the sack.
It's third down coming up. And they sack the quarterback, and that's a quick series, a 3-and-out. This has been an impressive first quarter performance, Phil, on both sides of the ball. But right now, let's focus on the defense.
Good job by the defense, and they got off the field once again, and things are going well. Look, the team told us they had a sharp week of practice. They like their game plans, and right now, everything is working.
In the end, it picks up only a yard.
That time, he only gets a couple yards, and if I'd have been the punt returner that time, I would have called for a fair catch. Defense was close. All around you, there was nowhere to go.
The Redskins defense, let's see where they are mentally here, Phil, after allowing a touchdown.
Well, they got to have some motivation after that last drive. It was so poor. It's about discipline. We didn't see it from their defense. So this time, go out there and just do your job.
Fitzpatrick's back in shotgun formation. One-handed grab. One-handed catches, Bill, are becoming a thing of art.
Well, they practice it now, Jim. I think as they're growing up, you see them practicing out on playgrounds when they're in practice, and they come out here in the game, and they just make it happen. That is really, truly an incredible one-handed catch.
It's first down as they head to the line. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. The play clock's running down. Matt Forte up the gut here. Forte tackled down. That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter here in East Rutherford. We'll return in a moment for the start of the second quarter.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade. Win from within.
The Jets still possess the football as we begin the second quarter. They're able to move the chains after that last run. And the second quarter is another touchdown to increase the lead. No signs of calling off the Dogs anytime soon as the lead just continues to grow.
Yes, they're so full of confidence. They know anything they try is probably going to work. The coaches are putting plays out there that gives their team a chance to make these explosive plays, and they're taking advantage of it.
Extra point was good. The Jets are ready to kick it away. Jackson's got a chance to return this one. Jackson's tackled down at the 24. That return's good for about 18. The Jets defense is having a field day so far. They've been ready for just about anything the offense has tried. A very impressive display here, partner.
Jim, they are whooping tail on the defensive side. That's the cleanest way I can say it. They have been fun to watch, dominating physically, and they got a shutout going.
The Redskins have it at the 24. And Morris is stopped there.
The Jets defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
Second and 11. Harris chases down the quarterback.
Well, I know this feeling. When a blitzer's coming, nobody's there to block him. There's nothing you can do as a quarterback but try to protect yourself because you're going down.
So they get to the quarterback on that last play. Third down coming up. Let's go. Pass is picked off by Tremont Williams. Things don't appear to be getting any better for this offense here in the second quarter.
I'm going to say this to you. Don't get discouraged because the team you are playing, they are very good. So just keep working, get better, and your time will come.
The handoff to Matt Forte. They'll mark him at the 34. The Jets have had a great rushing attack all game, Phil. Forte's been leading the charge on this front, Phil.
And they've done it many ways. They've done it with power runs, going outside, going inside, draw plays. Everything is working for this running game today, and it's been impressive to watch.
At the line of scrimmage, the 34. Matt Forte lined up in the backfield. The Jets have it at the 34. going deep. Ball's picked off.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
The Jets have displayed a phenomenal defense here today, and I think you would agree, Phil. That's the reason they're in position to win this game.
Yeah, the defense has been incredible. So aggressive, so full of emotion, running around. Every time you see a tackle, there's like 7 guys on the defensive side around the ball carrier. So that's awesome defense. That's why they're winning this game here so far today.
It's a 2 tight end formation. And the immediate handoff to the fullback. Young's tackled down after a gain of 2. Second down now. And Morris has got it on the handoff. Pryor's going to make the tackle.
Morris is a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
The Jets with a nickel look here on defense. 3rd and 6. Morris on the screen. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
Jim, years ago, you never would have seen a screen pass on 3rd down, but offenses are so varied now. You see it more and more. That was nice execution on that play, and it picked up a first down.
Alfred Morris lined up in the backfield. First down at the 17. And Morris is taking the handoff.
Morris is never able to build up that power that he has as a running back. When there's nowhere to go, hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
Second down and 7. Feeds him again. Nowhere to go as this will be a loss of 3.
Redskins think they're doing a good job this time by running the football on 2nd down. And what do? They lose a couple of yards. Now you have 3rd long. You better be careful in this situation.
This is 3rd down. The Redskins need to get to the 27 to pick up a first. They'll go shotgun here. All set to punt here. They'll take it at the 20. Eric Decker on his way back to the field here. It's been a slow start to this game for him. He hasn't been the receiving threat that we're used to seeing, but his team leads.
Shows you how many weapons they have on the offensive side. You're right. He has not been a weapon. He is playing poorly, but they're winning the football game, and that's what's most important.
First down at the 20. Matt Forte gets it here. And he's able to get out to the 34-yard line.
He just shows no signs of slowing down, does he, Jen? He's a top rusher of the NFL so far this year. And once again today, he is making it happen. Beautiful run for big yards.
At the 34, 66 yards from pay dirt. Ryan Fitzpatrick under center. The Jets have it at the 34. Forte looking for space. He's got over 130 rushing yards today. The Jets want to count on the running game and have done so to this point. Forte's been a huge part of it here in the first half, Phil, the way he's been running the football.
Give the coaches a lot of credit right here. They're being very patient, staying with the running game, and the running back, boy, is he taking advantage of every opportunity.
2nd down and 5. Matt Forte has the catch. Keeps his legs moving.
What a nice catch by the receiver. Get past the yard markers, makes the catch, and gets a first down.
Fitzpatrick's completion percentage, 80% on the day. They come to the line of scrimmage. 1st down.
Under.
It's Forte in the backfield. Matt Forte. The Jets have fallen back on what they do quite well, and that's run the football. Forte's near the top of the league in rush yards, and he's showing why today.
It is hard in the NFL to run the football like this every single week, but here we are again, and they are getting it done.
They went with the ground game on 1st down, bringing up 2nd. Forte lines up as the single back here. The Jets will take the snap from the 45. Jason Morrow makes the catch.
If you run that drag route across the field, it is not as easy as it looks. You're running fast. You have to catch the football right in stride, and you cannot see what's in front of you.
First down here after the completion. Forte up the middle. No one's going to get him now. In stride, and he's home for the touchdown.
There is nothing like getting a long running play for a touchdown. When you do, you just feel like you're stealing something. It takes good blocks, but most importantly, it takes a talented running back to get it done, and this team definitely has one.
The Jets lined up now for the point after. The point after try is in the books. The Jets did a great job on the ground on that last drive, putting up over 60 rushing yards. Jackson's got it. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Redskins are experiencing a little bit of a drought here offensively, having gone 3 straight possessions without a score. What do you think needs to be done to buck that trend here, partner?
I'd say it's a little more than a drought. This is some awful offense, and there's many things you got to do. You got to tell your offensive line to pick things up. When the offensive line is aggressive, it gives all the stars a chance to succeed, and that's what they got to do here. Offensive line, get it going.
First down at the 25. Going to be a tackle for a loss.
Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Second down coming up. Cousins has everybody split out wide for this snap. Out of the shotgun. It's intercepted. And with that pick, it looks like the first half will end just the way it started, with this defense dominating in all aspects.
This defense has some attitude, don't they? They play fast, they play hard, and they just dare you to throw the football. Well, the offense finally did it. They took a chance, and they paid for it.
Oh, look at Ryan Kerrigan right there. He has to be pretty discouraged with the way this game has played out in the early stages, Bill.
Yeah, I think he should be. Listen, what you do as a defensive leader, you got to go out there and rally the troops. And what do I mean about rallying the troops? Just get them together and make sure they're just doing their job.
Great starting position here for the offense. They bring in the extra tight end. The Jets from the 27. He'll throw it over the middle. And they are all over Marshall after a pickup of 15.
Well, as you saw that receiver make the catch, I'll just say this. You cannot throw the football enough his way. There's no such thing. When in doubt, you don't like anything, turn and find him and throw it to him. This offense has been moving the football all day long. Once again in the red zone, they have a big lead. What will they do? I think they'll just try to run it in from here.
Halftime is coming up, but first we reach the 2-minute warning. First half winding down as we return from the 2-minute warning. Coming up to the line at the 5. The handoff to Matt Forte. Jams it across the goal line for the touchdown. And this game gets more and more out of hand. The second half may just end up being a mere formality.
It could be. You know, you go in at halftime in a game like this when you're really getting manhandled. You got to find a way just to make a few plays to give you hope. If you can do that, look, in this league, you never know.
Makes the PAT. The Jets ready here for the kickoff. He's got a chance to return this one. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. Garcon's been way less of a factor in the passing game today than we're accustomed to. Maybe this is the drive that he gets things started.
Yeah, you're right, Jim. I think everybody's hoping for that he'll pick up his play and just help everybody on the offensive side. Not doing a good job. He just hasn't been crisp running his routes. And when you're not crisp running your routes, hard to get open.
Launches it down the field. Failing to complete that one. So second down here. The Redskins lined up. Bunch formation. From the gun. Deshaun Jackson on the receiving end. And the offense will need 3 yards here on third down after the completion. They're going to the hurry-up offense, and they're back to the line quickly. They'll go ground. And Morris is stopped there. A gain of 3. First down at the 34. Second down after the incompletion. Quarters formation here for the defense. Takes it from the gun. Got hit on release. And Phil, it's something we hear so often. It's a passing league, and right now their passing game just hasn't been a strength. It's a reason they're behind at this point.
Oh, their passing game, it's been borderline terrible so far in this game, and you got to go in and talk to your quarterback and try to give him some confidence and say this to him. Trust what you see and let that football go. That gives you a chance to have success.
We're nearing the half and in the locker room at halftime, this offense is going to have to adjust.
Well, they better make some adjustments, and I'll just say this to them and to the whole football team. It's not about winning the game. It's just about playing hard and doing the right thing now. Don't look at the scoreboard, and if you get some breaks and you play great, maybe then you'd have a chance to get back into this game.
And no return as this goes for a touchback. The Jets have had a smart and snappy first half, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Sounds like the way I dress, smart and snappy. That is me. But, you know, hey, it's been a good first half for the offense. They want to keep it going. I'm sure they will.
First down at the 20. Powell's going to secure the handoff. An open lane. Going to take it the distance. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown.
You don't see a lot of them anymore because we have so many good tackling safeties in the NFL. But not this time. That long run goes for a touchdown. It was about the moves and the blocks down the field. Terrific job by the offense.
The Jets now getting set for the extra point. He made it. The Jets setting up here for the kickoff. Fields the football at the 8. Well, the one thing that stands out as this offense retakes the field is that there's been some uncharacteristically dubious play at the quarterback position.
Yeah, it's not been good, but I'm not going to blame the quarterback for everything. The defense has a great game plan. They have pulled the quarterback and the offensive coordinator, and they're having a hard time adjusting.
I know it's just the first half, Bill, but when is he going to snap out of this?
Well, you hope soon. I know the coaches over there are a little surprised about the way this game is going. So, hey, offensive line, you pick it up. Give him a little more time to throw the football. He'll make better decisions and put it on target.
Second and 4. The catch is made, and that's a gain of 10. The Redskins call a timeout and are left now with only one. Almost to the 40 at the 39-yard line. The Jets go with the dime formation here on defense. First down at the 39. That ball has been picked off on his way. Going to take it home for the touchdown.
Well, when you study the offense and you know what they're going to do, you're able to make plays like that. You time the interception perfectly, you make the catch, and you take it all the way back for the score.
The Jets with an extra point try on the way. It's good. The Redskins ready to return the kick. Jackson's got it on the return. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. And Rivas is ready to lead this defense back into battle. He's been front and center in what's been a sensational effort from that unit throughout the first half.
You're right, Jim. He is front and center, and the offense is putting all their efforts into making sure he's not the reason why they're losing. But they forgot all the other guys around him. They're pretty good, too, and they are getting it done.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. They'll run it here. Morris off the left side.
Morris is trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9. The Jets decide to take a timeout here, leaving them with only 1. After that defensive timeout, we're ready for action. Takes a knee. The first half comes to an end, and this one seems to be already decided. We're watching complete domination play out. Larry is coming up next with the highlights.
Thanks, Jim. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to the EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jets are really just doing what they want out there on offense. The Redskins defense hasn't been able to get stops, and that inability to get off the field is costing them time and time again. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Jets have it on 2nd and 5. Forte gonna get clear of the defense here. He'll end up sprinting into the end zone. Offense on the field now after the INT. Fitzpatrick's gonna thread the needle here. And after the short pass, he'll score, which takes the lead to 21. 1st and 10. Forte's gonna get loose thanks to great blocking. And this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. The blowout rolls on. Now 1st and 10, Howell's going to take it up the middle, and he'll take this 80 yards for the score. Jets way in front. Down to late in the first half. The pass ends up being picked off. Jets will end up returning it for a TD as this wild first half continues. So that's going to wrap up our halftime report. We'll get you back down to MetLife Stadium where Jim Nantz and Phil Simms are on the call.
All right, Larry, thank you for all of those updates. And now the teams are coming back onto the field, and we're about to get the second half started. The Jets setting up for the kickoff. The second half kickoff is a comeback in the cards in this one-sided affair. No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. The Jets defense has been just remarkable. It reminds me of the Ravens defense back in 2000 when they led statistically in virtually every category on their way to winning the Super Bowl, Phil.
Yeah, you talk about that defense. They were scary. My gosh, they went out there. If you scored a touchdown against that defense, Jim, you felt like you really had accomplished something. But so far here today, they've been dominant, and it's been fun to watch.
Cousins lines up in the pistol. Second half gets rolling now as he takes the snap.
Cousins got a lot to think of here in a split second. Does he keep the football? Does he pitch it? Does he cut back? Well, there's nothing to do that time. The defense is alert, and they tackle him for a loss of yards.
Loss of 4 on the play from the shotgun. Morris has got the grab on the touch pass.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
The Jets defense now is going to go nickel. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Garcon has the catch. Garcon's marked down after a gain of 9.
Redskins did a good job that time throwing a pass on first down and picked up some nice yards. Now 2nd and short. really puts the defense in a tough position.
After the catch, it's now 2nd down and 1. And Morris is going to take the handoff now.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
Double tight end formation. Now 1st and 10. And Morris is handed the football.
The Jets defense is so fast and so powerful. That time of the run play, they just overpower the offensive line. They tackle the runner for a loss.
2nd down coming up. The Jets defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Mario Davis makes the play on the quarterback.
That's a bad job by the offense that time. There's no doubt about it. The blitz by the defense, they do not do a good job of finding out where everybody's blitzing from. They let a guy come free, and that free blitzer, or as we call them, free runners, he gets the hit on the QB and takes him down.
Reaches up to make the catch.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
Only 34 yards to the end zone.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here.
Let's go.
And Morris has got it on the handoff. Nothing up the middle here. Wilkerson on the tackle.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
The Redskins snap it at the 36. And Morris is tackled down after a gain of 2.
Morris is a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
3rd down on the way. To the ground. Phil, this team has been menaced all game long on 3rd down. They cannot figure out a way to pick up a first.
Well, listen, I can't figure out what menaced means. I got to start bringing a dictionary with me to the games I'm doing with you. You throw out all these big words, but if you mean they've been bad, then I agree.
And that punt is going out of bounds. They are not going to allow them to return it. A lot of things have to go wrong in any game for it to be this one-sided. But you look at the matchup at running back, and it's certainly just one more thing that stands out.
Yeah, when you run the football well, we all know you control the tempo of the game, and also you get into all the situations that favor your offense and your defense. That's why they're blowing the other team out.
First down at the 21. Matt Forte gets it here. Got a flag down here.
Holding offense.
The defense accepts the
Still
penalty.
first down.
The Jets take it from the 23. Forte up the middle.
Well, not many yards to get there on that play, but it doesn't matter. What a day and what a job this running back has done here.
Ryan Fitzpatrick under center. Matt Forte. That's a gain of 6. The Jets have gone by their usual game plan today. That's running the football. Forte's again gotten the majority. That play is going to be challenged. They are going to challenge the spot of the football, Phil.
Well, there's a couple things to know about challenging the spot of the ball. One, if you do change it, there has to be an identifying mark on the field that you can relate to. In other words, a yard marker, the sideline, a mark on the field, something you can see that you can challenge and know where that football is going to go.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So he challenged the play, and the coach's challenge does not pay off.
Well, I agree with the head coach still. I would have made this challenge because it was so important to the outcome of the game, and it was a little bit of a gamble, but it was worth it.
Forte's tackled right at the 42.
You just can't hide his talent. There's a reason why he's a top rusher in the NFL every single week. And even today, another good run, good vision, and also a lot of talent to pick up those big yards.
First down coming up. Forte lines up as the single back here. Hatcher has the sack.
There's a couple ways to get to the quarterback. Run over the tackle or run around him. It doesn't matter as long as you get the sack.
And here we have second down. The Jets come out in a jumbo set to the ground. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
Like we've seen all year long, isn't it? There's a reason why this guy's a top rusher in the NFL. He does every single week. Finds ways to have games like this. Big yards picked up on that play.
Matt Forte lined up in the backfield. Another carry here. D'Angelo Hall in on the stop.
All right, coaches, don't get greedy. Be decisive over there on the sideline. Do what's best for your football team. Keep getting those first downs and letting that clock just keep running. You got a big lead here in the second half. Don't take any chances.
First down here after the run. On first down, it's back to the ground game. Picked up a couple that time.
He didn't get many yards that time on that run, but he's had a terrific day. When there's an opportunity to get some yards, he's been there to take advantage of it.
2nd and 8. Finley's got the catch and the first.
Fitzpatrick selling this play big time. The defense, they go for the run fake, and that's why he has time to throw the football and makes the completion. Good job.
Fitzpatrick's now completed 4 in a row.
Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. You're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
That picks up 7.
The Jets know once they get inside the 20-yard line, you have to be able to run the football also. It can't be pass, pass, pass all the time. The offensive line comes through. Good, solid run that time.
Again, they'll lean on him. And they score again here to pad the lead. And again, we look at the drive summary, and we have to keep an eye on that record now for most rushing touchdowns in a single game.
Well, if it's okay with you, I'm going to keep both of my eyes on it instead of that one single eye. But look, it is an outstanding day running the football, and the way they're moving up and down the field, I think he might have a chance to get that record. But so far, fun to watch.
The Jets now getting set for the extra point. And the point after is good. The Redskins ready to return the kick. It'll be a touchback. The Redskins have seen this game just get away from them as it continues to get worse. They've still got more than a quarter to play.
Well, look, it's been a good learning experience, and you realize how tough this game is. So learn what you're doing here in this last bit of the game and see if you can carry that over into your next contest.
Kirk Cousins will take the snap from out of the gun. First down at the 20. Gets it out for the completion. The Redskins get a first down. That's reception number 2 for him.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
We head to the fourth quarter, and both of these teams are looking to just stay healthy. And my man, Phil Simms, is looking for a way to escape early to the airport. We've got a blowout. We're back after this. Here is the first snap of the final quarter. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
First and 10. Looking across the middle. 2 hands on the football and has the catch.
That's a good job by the quarterback. He read the defense, nothing open deep, so he throws it short, and it puts him in great position for a second down play call.
Morris is in the backfield. 2nd and 2. And it's swatted away. The offense needs 2 yards here on 3rd down following the incompletion. Drop back, shotgun formation. Trying to find his target over the middle, but that pass goes incomplete. Something we've seen time and time again, Phil, this offense just looking like they're out to sea. And it'll result in yet another empty possession.
Well, out to sea means they're not playing well. They look like they're not interested, and they're not working hard, and they're not hustling. And I say yes, this team and this offense especially is out to sea.
The defense needed to slow this game down, so that may be a very useful timeout. Now they're ready to go. Going to need a lot of leg on this field goal try. Right off the upright and wide of the mark.
So many times when you see these field goal kickers miss it, it's just about mechanics. What was it? Were the steps wrong? Did he plant his foot in the right spot? And you got to hit that football in the perfect spot, too. A little bit of everything went wrong that time.
A lot of things have to go wrong in any game for it to be this one-sided. But you look at the matchup at running back, and it's certainly just one more thing that stands out.
Yeah, when you run the football well, we all know you control the tempo of the game, and also you get in all the situations that favor your offense and your defense. That's why they're blowing the other team out.
First down at the 48. The handoff to Matt Forte. It's now 2nd down. They better hurry to get the snap. Out of the eye. Here's the handoff.
I think the coach on the sidelines, he's going to be happy with every first down because he knows that's more time off the clock. When you're up like this, multiple scores in the second half, every first down just puts the odds in your favor of winning this game.
First down on the way. They need to get the play off. Once again, a running play. Gains 5. The Jets have really been able to run the ball today. That's been a huge reason why they lead. Forte's dominated on the ground.
There is nothing like dominating a football game physically. They have overwhelmed the defense, and a good job by the offensive coordinator managing this game today.
It's Forte in the backfield. Second down and 6. Gets it again.
You want to be a running back in the NFL, I'll say this. You better be able to break some tackles. We saw multiple tackles broken that time. Good job.
Snapping the football from the 28.
Play clock's running down. Staying on the ground. Knighton's there to make the stop.
Ortiz never able to build up that power that he has as a running back. When there's nowhere to go, hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
Trying to beat the play clock. Back to him. Just a huge gain for him, and that run puts him within 50 yards of the single-game rushing record.
Well, it's been an outstanding day, and it's been fun to watch, to be this physical on the offensive side and see a running back get so close, or you should say 50 yards away from the single-game rushing mark in NFL history. Hey, still a lot of hard work ahead, but I think they can get it done.
1st and 10. The margin is increased with another touchdown. And, of course, as we look at the drive summary, you see now that he's tied for the single-game rush touchdown record.
Yeah, what a day, man. What fun it is to see it. And how good is this offense playing? And the running back, he is on fire, making every good move. Every decision's the right one. And when he has to, he just runs over defenders.
Jackson's got it. And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. The Jets have played some amazing opportunistic defense so far in this game. They've been physically dominant, looking virtually impenetrable, and still pitching a shutout.
You said it. They have been awesome on the defensive side, dominating physically, just doing everything they want and hustling to the football. When you do all these things, that's why you've given up no points.
1st down at the 29. Morris looking for a lane.
Coach going to hear about this when the game is over. Running the football in a situation like this, late in the game, you're down multiple scores. You got to take some chances. You got to throw it, and you got to throw it down the field. 2nd down following the run.
The Jets come out in a dime package. Snap it out of the gun. It's complete to Deshaun Jackson.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a 1st down. You're down big in the 2nd half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
The Redskins will approach this play from out of the pistol. 1st down at the 41. My goodness, what a hit. And the ball falls incomplete.
That was a big hit by the defender that time. The receiver drops the football. I'll tell you what, I'll guarantee the next time he goes over the middle, he'll be looking for that defender.
2nd down following that incompletion. He'll take the snap from the gun. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands.
Redskins, that time, they can't get big yards, but the throw and catch picks up a few, and his 3rd down's much easier with this situation.
Now, looking at 3rd down.
Let's go.
Out of the gun. Throws the pass. But the hit knocks the ball out.
The Redskins will second-guess that play call. That time on 3rd and short, they throw the football. Everybody thought they were going to run it. They were trying to be too clever, and it backfired. Now it's 4th down.
They're set to punt it away now. And he punts it, and it's going to sail out of bounds, trying to play kick away from that dangerous returner. The Redskins defense comes onto the field after surrendering a touchdown on the last drive.
Well, they're hoping for better results. No question about that, Jim. They got to come out. They got to hustle. There was not enough hustle last time. And the number one key for all defensive teams is play hard.
Way to call him out there, partner.
Hey, that's what I do. I like to call people out.
Matt Forte lined up in the backfield. Here's the handoff. Charging ahead.
You got to be big, strong. You got to be tough. And we saw all those qualities that time in that run. Look at the broken tackles.
The Jets break huddle and show a jumbo look. Second down, 3 for the first. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
Forte's a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
Last play before the 2-minute warning. First down at the 36. They call his number once more. Muscles through the defender. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. We've hit the 2-minute warning in the second half. Just 2 minutes left in this one. We're back now for the end of the fourth quarter. They're able to move the chains after that last run. Once again, they'll run it. In on the tackle.
Another running attempt by the offense, and there's a reason why this running back is in the top 10 in rushing attempts so far this season. They love to pound the football.
The Jets have jumped out to a big lead here, coming off that tight victory a week ago. A good sign for the progression of this team, Phil.
Yeah, they had a good week of practice, and I'll tell you what, the coaches believe in the players, and I really like the way the coaches have called this game. I think that's one of the biggest reasons why they are leading by so much.
And history is made right here as he now owns the single-game rush yardage record. The Jets step up to the line, employing now their jumbo package. Forte tackled down. The Jets signal for the timeout, and they have none remaining.
Coming to the line at the 34.
It's Forte in the backfield. Matt Forte gets it here. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
Jim, that's just playing it by the book. You got to lead, and you want to keep the clock moving. So what do? You run the football. When you're in the huddle, as a quarterback in this type of situation, you just tell everybody two things. Stay in bounds and put two hands on the football. My man has been a workhorse all season long. He loves to carry the football. The offense keeps giving it to him. Big reason why he's in the top 10 in rushing attempts so far this year.
Forte up the middle. And this is history. So the celebration is on Phil as he sets the record for most rushing touchdowns in a single game.
Jim, he's run for more touchdowns in today's game than I ran for in my whole career. What a day. My gosh, he did everything that you want to break that record for rush TDs. He did it with speed. He did it with power. He was elusive, just outstanding.
An extra point is good. Forte's now back on the sidelines where he'll be watching his defense. He put up big numbers on that last drive, including over 70 yards rushing. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Jets defense with a statement performance here today as they're going to win this game for the team.
Jim, watching this defense performance today reminds me of the Ravens of 2000 when they won that Super Bowl. How about Seattle in 2013? And, of course, maybe the greatest defense of all time in my eyes, the Bears of 1985.
Yeah, you got to see a lot of them from your backside, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yes, thank you. I remember that one.
Damon Harrison behind the line and gets to the quarterback.
What a beating this quarterback is taking. You've got to change. You cannot continue to take these kind of hits. Get rid of the football faster.
Cousins lines up in the pistol. Reed's going to pull in the bullet pass. Well, Phil, I enjoyed watching the game with you, and how about a final thought about that victory?
Well, you know, Jim, I wish I could say the same, that I enjoyed spending these last 3 hours with you, but that's just not the case. But, no, just kidding, of course. Nice win. They got to feel good about what they've done and celebrate a little tonight.
I think I'll see you next week, maybe. So for Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.